Guess what day it is? Just guess. Come on, you know what day it is. You don't know? How could you not know? It might be the most beautiful day, no, the greatest day. Okay, I'll tell you. It's Hump Day. It's time for the Hump Day podcast with Matt.
All right, welcome to the Hump Day podcast with Matt. And Matt. Zoe is out this week. He had some other things he had to take care of. We'll see him again next week, though. I talked to him on the phone today. We'll see you next week, bud. So a lot happened this week. I'm going to make it a relatively short episode. Iran, some stuff happened to Iran. Israel had some stuff going on. So let's talk about it. Donald Trump had us bomb Iran, the nuclear plant, got rid of that. Tehran, apparently it was like a crazy hard bombing to accomplish. They were like likening it to the Death Star. I don't know if you guys watch Star Wars, but it was pretty funny to me. Like in the Death Star, it was like this air shaft that they had to shoot the rocket in to blow it up. It was just a bad way to create the Death Star. And they kind of likened it to that. Like they were aiming these bombs right in the air vent. Took out their nuclear project, so they aren't going to have nuclear bombs. I believe this is a show of strength for the U.S., to be honest. It's refreshing. Unfortunately, for the last 4 years, we've looked pretty weak, and now, I mean, we're looking real strong. Iran, they bombed Qatar. We have a military base in Qatar. They bombed it. They gave us a heads up ahead of time so we could move everything out. No injuries. I think some structural damage. I think one missile hit and there was like very minimal structural damage, but no injuries. But yeah, like we bombed them and then they basically surrendered. Them and Israel have a ceasefire that just happened. Let's go ahead and watch Trump speaking about at his presidential statement, speaking about what happened there in Iran.
Very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, and I'm back. First off, I'd like to say it's nice to see the White House thanking God. I know separation of church and state, but I remember when I grew up, it was always like Pledge of Allegiance. Like God was involved, and it seems like God's like taken out lately, and it's very unfortunate, and it's nice to see. I know maybe everybody's not happy with the person that's saying it, but it is nice to see God in the White House again, in government. Like, it's good to see or hear it, at least. He did mention that the goal was to stop the nuclear threat of Iran, and we accomplished that. Again, it's just a show of strength. I know a lot of detractors were saying he's going to start a new world war. That's not going to happen. Iran doesn't have the pull that people try to say, and a lot of them are just detractors from Donald Trump himself. Anything that Trump does is going to have a lot of detractors to it. There is no drawbacks from removing nuclear power from Iran. Anybody that is against that is just against peace in the world, unfortunately. I know there were people on both sides, right, Democrats and Republicans, saying that he was going to start a war, or this is a bad move, and he's not MAGA, he's not Make America Great. He is a Make America Great. He's the one, like, I don't want to say created the movement. I mean, he really did, but it's like he's trying to make America better in every step. And sometimes he missteps, and sometimes he takes stuff too far, but he does self-correct. He's very aware of what's going on. So Tucker Carlson specifically was very wrong on this stance. He said that the world war was starting and all this, but he could stop. Nobody even like watches you anymore, I don't believe. Maybe they do. I don't know. But yeah, Trump, great job. Show of strength. It's great to see America strong. No boots on the ground, right? No military boots on the ground. No person. Americans were killed. No military members at risk. The ceasefire happened. Unfortunately, it did not happen exactly according to plan. Iran, I believe, shot a missile, and then Israel retaliated after the ceasefire was supposed to happen. It was supposed to be like a 12-hour ceasefire for one, and then a 12-hour for the other. Didn't exactly happen, but we're a ceasefire now. Donald Trump got on the horn with the Prime Minister of Israel and told him he needed to stop. He was quite disappointed. We'll go ahead and take a look at that clip. And from I think he was boarding the helicopter, and he had a little stop off at the press. Let's take a look.
Israel says that Iran violated the peace agreement, the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to the peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I've never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
Do you kind of respond to Iran like this?
All right. As you can see, Donald Trump had some strong feelings about that. Iran and Israel were supposed to, have their ceasefire, and then they decided to go ahead and continue fighting. It's basically like the United States had to like slap their hands and put them in the corner. Hey, stop it, calm it down. Let's get to this peace. This is amazing strength by the U.S. and he does have some strong words for Israel, but I believe it was a great accomplishment for Israel as well. I think it's a good thing that he's reining them in. Like it makes it so that Iran knows that Israel would be able to do like things and damage them if the U.S. wasn't here stopping them. Great show of strength. I can't applaud Donald Trump any further, and the U.S. military. Thank you for everything you guys do. No troops injured. The ceasefire is in effect. They're talking about redoing their nuclear enrichment, but I can assure you that won't happen. Iran did a little fake bombing over there in Qatar just to show that they're not going to take this sitting down. Like, I'm going to show you. And let us know ahead of time. It was just for the optics in Iran, so they know, hey, we got bombed, but we bombed them back. But yeah, everybody's worried about it. I was actually at a Matt Strife. Is it Strife? No, Matt Rife comedy show when the news broke. Pretty funny guy. I enjoyed him. But yeah, everybody was talking about it in the stadium, and then we went and sat down and watched the comedy show. But yeah. Great strength, United States. Donald Trump, keep doing what you're doing. Let's let up on the tariffs a little bit, and let's get this place right. Like, follow, subscribe. Zoe will be here next week. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.